Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for this semifinal collision. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Handoff here from the shotgun. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a 3rd down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field. But instead, this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Chris, you know me. I love to see defensive backs and especially corners that are willing to come up and get physical against the run game. What a job of making that play in space. No gain because of the play of that corner.
Now it's 2nd down here. Takes the handoff again. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. The offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Took contact on the throw. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure worked. And the Aggies will line up to punt it away. No fair catch. Looking to make a return here. And they've got the returner corralled. First down here for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Catch made by the tight end. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
But when they're throwing the football like this, it is really hard to defend this offense because of the timing of the quarterback with his wide receivers. Another good example of it there for the first down. Makes me harken back to guys like Sam Bradford and Jason White, their Heisman campaigns and the accuracy that they threw the football with. Great example of that right here by this OU quarterback.
Offense getting set. It's second down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41. And the Sooners have 1st and 10 here. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. He escapes the sack. Using his legs on the scramble.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Second down play coming up. Linebackers moving around trying to confuse the offense. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Positive yards, that's all you want to see as an offense. As long as you're moving the ball forward, it's going to give you a chance to continue to get first downs. What are they looking at now? 3rd and inches, it looks like.
Crucial 3rd down play coming up after that run. Can he make it to the marker? Tackle made at the 26. Good enough for a first down.
Well, that's a good, hard, tough running there to get that first down to keep this drive alive. Early in this game, the offense really asserting themselves. They're not thinking about a field goal. They're trying to put this ball in the end zone.
On first down, it's play action. Quick throw to the left. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away, and they begin to click now. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
This is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Incompletion sets up a second down. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Looking right, this one caught. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. The Sooners offense is back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Lets it fly to the wideout. He pulls it in for a big gain.
Another Oklahoma receiver making a big-time play for this offense. Man, it just seems like over the years, so many big-time, dynamic receivers have come to Norman. Integral piece of this offense, and they get you the yards you need.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Gets rid of it on the move. Receiver makes the catch. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Strong game by this quarterback. Kicking team on now for the extra point. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? Finding some room at the 25. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Past the 20. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Aggies.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quick throw over the middle. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. The clock is running last minute in a very entertaining first quarter of play. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Lets it go quickly. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Chris, as this game evolves every year with college football, we see more and more versions of some kind of spread offense. It puts so much pressure on this linebacker position because they're asked to do so much. This linebacker is able to sit back in zone, be comfortable in space, make the right read, and be able to be in place to knock the ball away.
In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
That's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Here's the second down play. It's a heavy blitz look here. Let's see if they bring the house. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Defense will make the stop and what will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. We'll see if the rest of this playoff game can live up to a very competitive opening period. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. The Sooners will have 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Ball is incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock it away.
They keep feeding the running back, but he's had nowhere to go tonight. They've been dominated at the line of scrimmage. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a first and goal.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Keep it on the ground on first and goal. He's swarmed by the defense. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Tackled at the 2 after the completion. The defense really up against it now.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice game.
The offense 2 for 2 on third downs this drive. This one is third and goal. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Gets some blocks. It's a foot race. Touchdown, A&M. He just sprints into the end zone. This college football playoff game is all tied up. It's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn in the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. Throws to the tight end. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big game.
That's a great job of working the middle of the field by this quarterback, and he picks up big yards.
Solid game. They'll spot the ball at the 49. First down. Looking for some space. It's Clements. It's a fumble. The offense recovers the fumble.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
Quarterback now all alone in the backfield. Looking to pass here on second down. Fires it to the wideout. He's got a man down the middle. An explosive play. They'll finally make the tackle down at the 27-yard line.
I'll tell you what, you're going to load up on this running game and you're going to leave your corners one-on-one. You better be ready when you take on Oklahoma. Think about all the receivers they've had over the years. Just off the top of my head, guys like CeeDee Lamb and Hollywood Brown, they get left one-on-one. They're going to make you pay for it. This receiver showing he's got the quicks to be able to win those one-on-one battles and soft hands. Good timing and a nice gain for the Sooners.
Back-to-back big plays. Defense is reeling. Set up first and goal now.
Well, the quarterback has just too much time against this zone. There's not enough pressure. It's allowing him to sit back and pick apart this zone defense.
He's escaping the pocket now. Able to get the pass away, but took a hit that time.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and it falls incomplete.
Tailback tests the middle of the defense. And he's finally tackled at the 3. Defense getting pushed backwards.
Hey, the defense is doing everything that they can to try to keep these guys out of the end zone. Now we've got a big third down coming up.
They've moved it to the 3. Now it's third and goal. It's a sack. They trap him inside the 5.
Well, give the defense all the credit here on this third down play. They got after that quarterback in a hurry. The RPO game, quarterback decides to keep it. And how about the pursuit of that defense? Now we'll see what they decide to do on fourth down.
And it's good right down the middle. And with that, they regain the lead. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Oh, and he's got some space here. On the move. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Texas A&M. He'll stroll into the end zone.
Chris, when was the last game you saw not only one, but 2 kickoff returns for a touchdown by the same guy? Unbelievable performance, not only by the return man, but the entire unit setting these returns back for touchdowns.
Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. The Oklahoma offense is back on the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? Nowhere to run up the middle.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Second down after that previous play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Going the other way, can they catch him? Gonna take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, Aggies. And now to try here for the extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. This one will be fair caught. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Bringing pressure. A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
Well, it's another sack for this defense, Chris. If I'm not mistaken, they've had a lot of pressures. I think that's their second sack of this game. And this defense has a lot to do with why they have this nice lead here early in the game.
The loss sets up a second and long from the 20. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And he just throws that one away. Took a big shot, but avoids the sack.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point, move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job with it right here.
The Sooners starting a new series here on 1st and 10. And he drops back in the gun. Looking to scramble. He's on the run. Launches deep. And this is dropped. My goodness, he was wide open. Took his eyes off the football. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. Makes a quick catch. They stop him at 47, but that's enough for a 1st down.
This receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play. Already over 50 yards here in this 1st half.
1st down and 10 now. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Catch made on the right side.
But they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
This is the 6th play on the drive. Looking to throw it again. Caught near the sticks. It's Brooks. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
How aggressive will they be on this 1st down play? Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He flips it to the back across the middle. They bring him down, but not before he gains 1st down yardage.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the 1st down in the process.
And the Sooners are in the red zone. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. Just trying to get rid of it. Throws the ball away, but not before taking a hit.
Mobility can be a blessing or a curse for some quarterbacks. Sometimes they feel that they can make a play on every single opportunity because they have such speed. Instead of just getting down or throwing it away, they try to force the issue. This one almost backfires on him as he tried to squeeze that throw in. He's lucky he didn't throw an interception.
He's back to throw again on 2nd down. He bought some time, now lets it go. Receiver makes the grab. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
Tackle is made at the 4. 1st down and goal.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the 1st down on this 3rd and short. See what you can do from here.
The Sooners will line up now. It's 1st and goal. He's into the end zone, but there is a marker on the play. Let's check that out. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So a little under 30 seconds to go in the half. We'll see how they play this here in 1st and 10. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. The ball is loose. It bounces past the sideline, out of bounds, and they avoid the turnover there.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. The offense will take their first time out of the half. We'll talk strategy here.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
1st and 10 now for the offense. And he'll set up to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. That's strong run defense, not much of a gain on the play. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. Offense goes to the pistol formation now. He'll hand it off. That moves the football inside the 40, and it's another first down. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So on first down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. And he's got it from 55 yards away and never in doubt. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Aggies will kick it away to get us going in the second half. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. First down, looking to throw the ball. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And he's tackled after the catch.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Quick throw to his receiver. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
Ball handed off.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Getting set. Here's second down. Play action fake, looking to throw. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
On third down, he drops to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. And the wideout goes in motion. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. They're going to throw for it on third and short. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a first and goal now.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on third down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
The Sooners will line up here on first down and goal. Defense seems to be dialing up the pressure here. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. He's swarmed by the defense. And the Sooners come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Looks to his left and makes the completion. He takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. That kind of execution, a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do. They made it look easy.
Now they get set to kick it away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They were fortunate to get points on the last possession because of a long-range field goal. And they'll stop him after a short game.
The defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And the quarterback dropping back. Finds an open target on the left side. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
So a very makeable third down for this offense from the 26-yard line. Try and muscle for the first down. Looks like Texas A&M will have the first down. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. It's a quick grab. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Second down after that short completion. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Contact as he let the ball go. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on third down. The pass rush closing in. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. He didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
And the Sooners offense is back on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Pressure is coming. Dumps it down to the back. Clock. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
The Sooners are going to cash in this red zone trip. First down, looking to throw the football. He's picked for a third time tonight. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Gives it to the back. Finding space at the 20. They bring him down, but a big chunky yardage on the play.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Second down play coming up for this offense. The back's got it. That one moves the ball across the 40.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in his playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving his running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Offense facing a third and short from the 41, and they make the first down and avoid a tricky fourth down decision. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. We'll try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. They keep the drive going. It's a first down at the 46.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
This Texas A&M offense is moving quickly down the field. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Touchdown, A&M. That puts them on top in the second half.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned.
It's blocked. Picked up by the offense. Can he make something happen? So off the blocked PAT, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And one final play before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. He's running out of time here. And that falls incomplete as time runs out in the quarter. Here we go, first play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. He makes the grab. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Play action here on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. Another interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight. Look out, he's got some space. He's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kirk.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows him what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And here's the fair catch by the return man. The Oklahoma offense is back on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Looking right, this one caught. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. First down and 10. Quarterback drops back. Throws it to the right. And it's complete downfield. Big play. Moves the ball all the way to the plus 35.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Had been a great day. But with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
The offense really clicking here. Looking to throw it on first down. Caught quickly. In the clear at the 25. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
How about this guy making this throw? I mean, they have harassed him all game long, and here we are in the 4th quarter. He takes another hit, and this time gets enough on it to be able to complete it. Great play by the quarterback.
He hands it off from the gun. Eludes a tackle. They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Looking to dial up the pressure. Let's see if they bring the house. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Catch made on the right side. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down to the flat.
Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Kirk, you look for rust. You look for jitters in the opening drive. Not any sign of it for that offense.
You know, the offensive coordinator, when we talked with him this week, he had a feeling that this offense was going to be able to start fast, but I don't even know if he thought they would look this good this early.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. Suddenly, this is a tighter game. You'd love to build a drive, choose some clock. How aggressive will they get with the play call? A solid run, moves the ball out across the 20 to the 21.
Boy, is this guy fun to watch or what? Here we are in the fourth quarter, critical down in distances, and this guy is just churning out yards the way he has most of this game, showing a lot of physicality and natural running instincts in space.
And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. And they'll use the ground game here.
Yeah, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
A game makes it second and medium. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. Solid game, moves the ball with the 37.
Well, I feel like they call that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run, but look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Third down and inches. Who is going to win this battle in the trenches? Can they pick up the first on the ground? Breaking free at midfield. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks.
And that's going to be a first down. And really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
And the Aggies pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Gets some space around the 30. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Aggies. Just ran away from the defense. Now they line up to kick the extra point. Extra point up and good, so the lead is 12 here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the fair catch, signal for and take it. The Sooners offense is back out on the field. First play of the drive, to come out throwing. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a first down. The Sooners will hustle to the line to crank the tempo.
You get some positive yards in the opening play of this drive. They need 2 touchdowns, so anything to move them closer to that first touchdown is always going to be good.
And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. He stays alive. He's found some room at the 45. They've got him, but it's a huge gain. They'll spot it about the 27. The offense really clicking against this embattled defense.
And this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Still no answer for this offensive machine. That's an important score. We've got one possession game now, Kurt, and it's game on.
It's game on, and now it's about this defense coming up with a stop. Everybody in the stadium knows that they're going to run the football and try to melt the clock. So what can your defense do to ensure they don't do that successfully?
I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job. So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. Comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. The defense has all 3 timeouts remaining, so they have to run a couple of plays here. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Boy, this guy just keeps playing good football. He's like a bowling ball out there. Gets low pad support, running over top of defenders, just a gritty runner, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead here in the 4th quarter.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
The Aggies enter the final minute of play, just hoping to run this clock out. Ball handed off. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. The game makes it 2nd and medium. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Toss play to the outside. Will he score here? And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, A&M. That's another touchdown for this running back. They can't stop him. Dream performance in this playoff game.
Yeah, this is going to be a performance we're going to be talking about for a long time. I just love watching because he's doing it in so many different ways. We've seen speed. We've seen his physicality. He's breaking tackles. Boy, just an absolute dream scenario, as you said.
And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the clock winding down, they'll take a deep shot. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And the quarterback just takes a knee. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically.